Latin rhythms have a way of getting under your skin, and one of the hottest Cuban bands came to play with the MSU Symphony. It meant some much-needed heat to chilly East Lansing. The world of music is here at MSU. You might think the MSU Symphony and a hot Cuban band are unlikely partners. You'd be wrong.
Rumba Sinfonica, it means rumba, the style of dance music from Cuba. Sinfonica is Spanish for symphonic. So in English it translates to symphonic rumba.
The term rumba identifies a particular genre of Latin music, but also the word rumba in some countries, like in Venezuela, where I grew up, means party. So you go to a rumba, that we have a rumba tonight, instead we have a party tonight. So it has that, the word has this association with party, with going really, crazy dancing and having fun. So it's a nice double, the word has a nice double meaning.
Professor Ricardo Lorenz composed Rumba Sinfonica, a blend of symphony and Latin rhythms. He worked with one of the best Cuban bands, Tiempo Libre.
Tiempo Libre is a group of timba, as I mentioned, this hyperactive contemporary salsa music, and they are all Cubans, and that this music was born pretty much in Cuba. And they immigrated to the United States, and they got together in Miami, playing music whenever they had free time, so whenever they had Tiempo Libre, and that's how they got this name. They were nominated for a Grammy and have been doing a really nice job with this contemporary style that mixes salsa, reggaeton, rap, mixes several things. And it happens that composer Ricardo Lorenz saw them giving a master class at Indiana University, and he just got this brilliant idea of writing something that will unite Tiempo Libre with a symphony orchestra.
I like to see this project as a dialogue between these two worlds, sometimes a debate of ideas and concepts and ways of playing too. There's something in music that we call music practice, and it's the way instruments are played. It is the way music is conveyed. Classical music is conveyed through music notation. So what we have here in the back, notes and key signatures and so on. Popular music is conveyed orally. Well, these two worlds come together in Rumba Sinfonica, and that you don't get that very often. So in that sense too is a merging of these two worlds, and in that sense it's a dialogue too. How does notated music dialogue with orally transmitted music?
In this case, it's a wonderful opportunity for students in Michigan to play a piece written by a Latin American composer, performed by a wonderful Latin American group, and conducted by a conductor that grew up in Latin America. So this is a real thing. They are being exposed to the real music, the real Latin American music.
It's a homecoming for this piece. It's the work was premiered a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half ago in Minnesota with the Minnesota Orchestra, and since then it has been touring the US and Canada.
The rehearsals help get it right. Everyone is excited for the big performance here at the Wharton Center on campus, but the guys in Tiempo Libre aren't just here to perform. They're also here opening the ears of students in an untraditional master class.
The difference is you have to play more staccato.
Okay. And what I saw was phenomenal. It was not like a methodical master class, but the pianist was here in one corner, the conga player was next to him with a group of conga players, the bass player was on the other corner, and it was just this cacophony of things happening and information going back and forth.
And you play with that all the time, changing. Good.
That creates a nice participation, nice environment in the masterclass.
It's a big event for everyone involved. It's personal for composer Ricardo Lorenz. It's a meaningful night.
This is where I work. I know all the musicians that perform in the orchestra. They're all students from Michigan State. And it is a very unique, not only artistic experience, but pedagogical experience for everybody involved. It brings two worlds that very rarely get to meet on stage, the symphony orchestra and a group of Cuban musicians, and phenomenally energetic at doing that. So in that sense, it's a unique project.
To me, the symphony orchestra is like the most wonderful instrument. We have all the colors and everything together. You have so many possibilities. So now it's even adding another collection of colors to this music when you add this Cuban group. So it's really a kaleidoscope of sound. So it's really nice.
Muévete con mi rumba. Muévete con mi rumba.
For Lawrence, this applause is sweet indeed. And the performance,
Really phenomenal. I was really excited because it sounded so good, and it speaks so highly of what we have here at MSU. To see it happening at such a high level, in fact, the MSU performance to me sounded better than some of these performances I heard by professional orchestras. That's a lot to say, and it makes the entire work that I do here so much more significant.